So as a young man, I bet you are looking for that aesthetic body, right? And we call it in the fitness industry. Now look, there are plenty of exercises that focus on building a aesthetic body, but listen, there's this one muscle group that everybody seems to neglect, or most people seem to neglect, which is actually very crucial to build an attractive aesthetic body. But no one really talks about this. As soon as you make this change, when it comes to the gym and the way that you're training, you're gonna see the aesthetics come in and you're gonna automatically become more attractive. Now let me tell you about what muscle group I'm actually talking about. That is the upper chest. The upper chest is one of the most important parts of your whole body when it comes to the attractiveness of your physique. Back in the day when I was a little skinny kid, I used to only focus on the bottom part of my chest because I was like, yo, that's the most important thing. I want to have these big ass tits, right? Listen, I was right. Like, it's very important to build the entire chest, including your lower chest. But as I've gotten older and I've built a too big of a lower chest and my upper chest was very lagging, I now realized that, yo, upper chest needs to come up. But I thought back in the day that training upper chest was actually a waste of time. And now I realize that it's the best use of your time when it comes to chest training. I don't even do decline or any type of lower chest training anymore. Zero. So now upper chest training is the only thing I do for chest. I only focus on incline movements. Now the reason why I think that upper chest is the most important muscle to become more aesthetic and to have a more attractive body is for this very specific reason. It's actually the separation between the pecs. The separation between the pecs is the reason why your pecs look big. If you do not have this separation, your chest is gonna look small. So what is gonna happen when you wear like a tank top like I am right now? As you can see, I've got this upper chest, right? What happens when you wear like this buttoned up shirt? You have it like buttoned like a little lower, right? And you're still kind of in that phase where you're not really as jacked to kind of see it through shirts. Listen, bro, nobody gonna notice that you go into the gym if you do not have that little upper chest shelf right here where you can see the separation between the one and the other pec. The separation between the pecs sells the illusion of you having a huge chest. And the thing is, you have a huge chest if you have an upper chest. If you have a big upper chest, your chest is already more impressive than 99% of the people who train chest very frequently. Some people have great genetics, some people have bad genetics, but if you do not focus on upper chest training very specifically, you're not going to be having an aesthetic chest and an aesthetic physique overall. So the first thing that I want you to start implementing is swap out all of your chest exercises for incline movements. Instead of doing your little flies like from up to down or doing your decline bench press, like what the fuck, why are you doing decline bench press? Swap everything out for incline movements. The only lower chest exercise you should be having into your routine that you shouldn't do for just chest, you should do them for the other benefits that they have, is weighted dips. I've been doing weighted dips for about 5 years now, probably 4. From doing them so frequently and so much with high volume, high weights, high reps, low reps, my lower chest became kinda overdeveloped, especially for my age, right? So what did I start doing? I continued to do the dip. The only thing is, I had to include more incline movements and incline chest movements or decline push-ups to actually create that upper chest right there, to create the illusion that you have a huge chest. Now, I did have a huge chest and I still have a very big chest for my age and for what I've been doing. The reason why is because I'm partly, in my opinion, I think, genetically gifted when it comes to my chest. I never really had to do crazy amounts of exercises or crazy amounts of things to actually get a nice chest. And everybody also tells me like, yo, your chest is absolutely insane. And I totally agree. Like, my chest is actually insane from all the push-ups I've been doing and all the dips I've been doing. But now my problem is my lower chest is overdeveloped. So I lowered down on the weighted dips and the normal push-ups and I started focusing on incline movements. So instead of doing flies from high to low, I started doing them from low to high to focus on that upper chest. I started progressively overloading on incline bench press to actually create that upper shelf. So progressive overload is one of the most important things that you should keep in mind when it comes to any type of exercise, let alone for chest, of course. Chest is something that you got to put some load on it to really make it grow. So what I started doing about 3 to 4, 5, 6 months ago is I started doing incline bench press very frequently. Every single push day, chest day, or whatever type of day I had, I was doing incline bench. So instead of push-ups, I actually did incline bench press. Now I still do push-ups from time to time when it comes to my training and what type of training I want to do. I still do them. But now, instead of doing the regular push-up, I always do decline push-up. I do not do regular push-ups no more. So listen, regular push-up, swap it out to the decline push-up. Regular bench press, swap it out to the incline bench press. Stop doing your fucking decline bench press. I'm telling you, decline bench press is truly, in my opinion, a waste of time. With flat bench press, you're already training your lower chest. So don't do an isolation exercise. Focus on that lower pec. It doesn't make any sense. And I know for some people might be thinking, yeah, but my chest is like genetically lagging and has always been lacking when it comes to my lower chest and my entire chest. So I have to really separate every single part of the chest to make it grow. True, kinda. The only thing is, you don't need direct lower chest work, okay? You don't need to isolate your lower chest. What you need to do is do flat movements and incline movements, and mostly incline movements. If you wanna look like you have a big chest, train the upper part of your chest. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Fight Club. It's my favorite movie. In the movie, Tyler Durden, or Brad Pitt, actually looks insane with every single shirt that he's wearing that has a low cut, and the reason why is because his upper chest was huge. And I think they did this on purpose in the movie, right? So every time he had like shirts on where the cut was very low, or he had polos on where the cut was very low, or whatever, or shirtless, a lot of the times they was picking clothing to show off that upper chest. Tyler Durden or Brad Pitt wasn't that muscular in the movie, bro. I got way more size than that motherfucker, but the reason why he looks huge and the reason why he looks very muscular is because he has that upper chest shelf. The upper chest is very huge. That's why you see that big separation between the two pecs, and it makes you look jacked. So the first part is, when you do chest, focus on the incline movements first. Have you ever seen those guys, or let's say with me, who have improved their upper chest? You can always see the separation between the shoulder, the collarbone, and the neck and the chest way better. The reason why is because the chest has grown in that upper part. So you're gonna look way more chiseled and lean from just having a bigger upper chest without even having to lose body fat. The upper chest is not a waste of time when it comes to chest training. It's actually the most important task when it comes to doing chest training. The most important tip that I can give you when it comes to incline bench press that I've been doing for quite a long time now, and I've been making these shifts here and there. The most important thing that you should do when it comes to incline bench is not setting the bench at a 30-degree angle, but at a 45-degree angle. Now let me tell you why this is such an important step, and you need to listen closely. The 30-degree angle bench press on an incline is too low of an incline. The 30 degrees is gonna be the limiting factor for you to build your upper chest, and here's why. When you do an incline bench press, everybody arches a little bit in their bench press, right? It's very natural to have this little arch in your back. What happens when you do that arch at a 30-degree angle on an incline bench is you're gonna be making it a flat bench. So what are you gonna be doing? You're basically just gonna be hitting the middle part and the lower part of your chest. You're not really gonna be targeting your upper chest. Once I made the shift from doing 30-degree incline to a 40-degree incline, my upper chest got so much more sore the next day. The only thing I did, I changed the pin from 30 degrees to 45 degrees so that that arch wasn't the limiting factor to me building my upper chest. It still stayed an incline, and it actually created for a 30-degree angle instead of a flat bench, basically. And now what I've been doing is I've been really targeting just my upper chest. From 30 degrees, you want to go to a 45-degree angle with the same arch that you've been always using, but now you're going to still use your upper chest during the movement, which is actually going to be very effective for you to grow your upper chest because you want to target it, right? I basically wasted like 3 months. I'm not gonna lie, I wasted like 3 months on doing incline bench press on the 30-degree angle because I was arching so much, and I was recreating the flat bench because of my arch. If I would have just put the incline bench at a 45 instead of a 30-degree, I would be making so much more upper chest gains. But guess what? I didn't, so I lost out on some gains. But this is something that you got to implement right now. And right now, I'm only talking about the aesthetics of the upper chest. So the upper chest also serves a great role when it comes to overhead pressing, which means shoulder gains. Let's say with overhead press, right? You've been doing overhead barbell press for a while. If you have a good upper chest, which has a lot of strength in it, it's gonna help you with your overhead presses, such as your dumbbell press, your overhead press, your handstand push-up, whatever, right? Because the truth is, your upper chest works with those overhead presses. Is that gonna help your overhead press to get a little stronger? Yes, it is. Of course, it's not gonna be a very big difference because your chest is not gonna be helping you that much when it comes to your overhead pressing. Like, you still gotta have some strong shoulders to increase the weight, right? But your upper chest serves as a helping muscle in those lifts, so it's gonna help you out. If you progressively overload on incline movements, you will grow your upper chest, and watch the attractiveness go up in your entire physique. Your aesthetic is actually really gonna level up from one level to another level. Go ahead and watch this one to check out 5 crucial steps to go from skinny to muscular if you want to learn more about that. I'll see you in the next video.